Hi dear students, welcome to the virtual learning. Today we are going to see the third reading, that is reading What is my name? We know that name gives an identity to the person. Identity, what is it? We are known who we are or what we are or how we are by the name that we have. And the name, it is not just a group of letters, but then it is the collection of memories, the collection of degrees, or the collection of qualities and qualifications that we have earned the years that we have lived on this earth. Certain times we forget name or people won't use the name to call us. But that doesn't mean that we have no name. Have you noticed how your father calls or your mother calls you? Does he use your name? Oh, according to the lesson, let us think of how your father calls your mother. Does he call her by name or not? How do the neighbor address her? Does anyone address her by name? What about your grandmother? In this story, P. Satyavati describes how a woman forgets her own name since no one addresses her by name. How does a woman gain her identity? By name, by marriage, by motherhood, by education, by profession, or by anything else? So, dear students, this is the question to each one of us. The society will leave both men and women, but then after marriage, men continue to keep their surname, but then the women have to change from their father's surname to the husband's surname. And the men continue to live in their own home, but women they have to move from their birthplace to their husband's place. The men continue to be called with their name, but the women, as they go to new place, since no one knows her name, some will be calling with the relation, and some will be calling with other names like nicknames or pet names or sweet names. And even the husbands won't call them with their name. Now, in this story, we are going to listen and see how a woman after marriage came to husband's home, and while she was doing the household works, suddenly she forgot her name, and how she struggled to find the name and the process that she used, all the way asking the neighbors, the husband, the father and mother-in-laws, and her own fathers, and her own schoolmate, and even her certificates would not tell her who she is, but her classmate. Why? The woman forgets her name, not just a woman. The women of the world forget their name because we don't know how they get their identity. Is it by their name or by their marriage, by their motherhood, by their work, by their profession, or anything else? A man gets his identity by the work that he does. Certain times, even by the fatherhood that he has. But the woman who gives birth to the whole world is anonymous in getting the name. Things are not that clear when we elaborate because women have been facing this kind of social discrimination of not getting the equal priority in the society. That may be the major cause why men are not calling the women with their name. So, when there is an identity crisis, slowly, not only women but even the children would would face some psychological problems. So, here I would say that having a name and carrying it would give and keep our identity in the front row and would tell everybody who we are and what we are. So, in the next video, we'll be having a vivid textual reading and explanation.